So what's one of your first memories of picking up a bow and shooting? What kind of bow was it, and what was your first experience with it?
Right. So I can remember the first bow I ever remember laying my hands on would have been a bear, and it was red, and it was a recurve. And I can't remember if I got that through another family member, or if it was one of those garage sale bargains that I talked my grandma into snagging up. And I didn't like the fact that it was red, so I painted it. One of my grandma on the other side was into painting arts anyways, and I snagged some of her paint and I redid it all. So that was where the adventure started, and I probably shot a plethora of things out of that bow that shouldn't have been shot in, but at 15 pounds, it's pretty forgiving.
Yeah.
No injuries were sustained, so that was a win. What really inspired me, I picked up an Oneida Black Eagle, and it was at a young age. I think I was around 14, and it was the look of the bow. Right, I had no idea what I was getting into. I just thought it was cool. It had a Bow Doodle Pro, I believe, on there, and that was in the early 2000s, late 90s, and I had so much fun with that bow. That kind of stair stepped into simultaneously at that time. I was in competitive paintball, and one of the shops that we had locally, they got into the paintball game, and they hired me on to run the courses and whatnot. And that's really where archery took off for me. I didn't even hire into an archery shop for archery related um, knowledge or experience. That just became a byproduct, and then paintball phased out, and I stayed on. And at that point, I had been bitten by the archery bug. It, that was that's all I cared. And how we've been able to get where we are today is really fascinating. And it all goes back to the bow that you started with, the bow that I started with, the experiences with the pendulum sights. It's every part of that, as silly as maybe some of them are, they've all played a significant role in getting us where we are today, and that's
Right.
cool.